For criminals like El Chapo, the final destination is one of two things: prison or death. Despite their wealth, power, and influence, their reign is always temporary. They may revel in their dominance, but it's only a matter of time before they are brought to justice. The end is never glamorous. It's a stark reality check that they can't avoid. The empire they built crumbles beneath their feet, and they're left alone with the weight of their sins. Just look at the notorious El Chapo's fate. You'll be shocked to know how he spends his life. Stay tuned till the end of the video, as it's gonna be pretty damn exciting. Drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, who has a history of breaking out of prisons in Mexico, is currently being held at a federal facility in Florence that is thought to be escape-proof, where violent inmates have killed an enemy and one inmate went so insane that he bit off both his pinky fingers. Guzman arrived at Administrative Maximum U.S. Prison, or ADX, in Florence on July 19, after being given a life sentence plus 30 years in jail 2 days earlier. The conditions in prison ADX Florence are virtually intolerable. It's situated in Florence County, Colorado, in the United States. This jail is known by the designations Florex Admax, Supermax, and Mountain Alcatraz. Only the most dangerous criminals in the entire nation serve their sentences in ADX Florence, where the majority of them must spend 23 hours every day alone. The ADX Florence's structure has a solid basis. Following the 1983 murder of 2 prison guards in Illinois by the Aryan Brotherhood, a Nazi organization, this took place. At that time, President Ronald Reagan personally commanded that the nation's most dependable prison, where law and order reign, be built right away. Moreover, re-education of particularly violent and dangerous inmates will go more quickly and effectively than in other institutions. Undoubtedly, Reagan's objective was successful. When lawmakers, prosecutors, or new staff arrive there for the first time, they are in utter dread, but they also feel admiration. The correctional facility, sometimes known as the Alcatraz of the Rocky Mountains, differs significantly from other facilities in the United States. Other information about the institution might also surprise you. First off, each component of the prison's infrastructure was carefully considered. Every space is immaculately clean. There aren't any tracks, no cockroaches running, and no light bulb flickering. Many people believe that the architect was insane and lost his mind over a small error or miscalculation. Second, there's no sound. You'll never hear any unwanted noise in this prison. Even the guards have special shoes that allow for stealthy movement. Each and every area of the prison is silent. Prisoners are not allowed to interact with one another because each of them spends 23 hours a day in a separate, strictly regulated cell, even though his prison cell is not the most pleasant place to serve a life sentence. You might be curious as to what El Chapo does during the 1 hour he is allowed to leave his concrete cage, given that he spends 23 hours a day inside, locked in his cell with no human interaction. El Chapo is led from his cell and led to a concrete hole that resembles an empty swimming pool during his hour of relaxation. The hole is made so that El Chapo can move freely while being escorted by 3 guards. Fair enough, he can't move very far. He can take around 10 steps back and forth in a straight line or 30 steps in a circle. El Chapo is not traveling very far, so after an hour, the activity probably becomes very repetitive. To prevent convicts from pinpointing their specific location within ADX Florence during their free time, the workout pit was purposefully dug into the ground. El Chapo has escaped from 2 Mexican maximum security facilities, but the US government has no intention of letting him leave their clutches. El Chapo is confined to his 7 by 12 foot concrete cell for 23 hours every day for this reason, with no chance for escape. This Mexican drug kingpin will no longer be free to host parties or conduct drug sales. And that's been it. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. If you did, consider giving it a like and sharing it with your friends. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.